And into the north we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast, Into the North. As always, it's your boy Don the Jeweler, and alongside me, he's the Pat Mahomes to my Pat Riley, Corey Chan. How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's going on, homie? How you been?
I'm doing all right. Had to throw in a little Pat Riley action. I don't know,
No,
the
no,
Heat,
it's all good.
The
Yeah.
Heat fell to the Celtics, but you know what? They're looking as good as ever.
No doubt, though.
Yeah,
No doubt. That team is definitely turning it around. They are making a name for themselves for sure.
hell yeah. So how you feeling, man? How's your week been?
I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. Like, weekend was pretty busy, not gonna lie. Went out to the summer spot, did a bunch of work around there. Uh,
Super.
got some sad news on a fellow family member of mine. An uncle of mine, a real good uncle of mine, had passed away. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. R.I.P. to my uncle John. Rest easy. We're gonna miss ya. You're one of the greats. Only the good die young, my brother. How was your weekend, brother?
It was all right. Friday, went out, worked, DJ'd, live stream. You can catch my live streams on Twitch. Post the channel in the comments every Friday night. And yeah, and the next day we had a sad but fun day. So much aligned with what you just said. My Aunt Mary passed away, and she was one of the pillars of the family. Like just
Uh,
energy and
one of
love and light, and
one of the last great aunts. Yes.
she was the last of my grandfather's siblings.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know
Wow.
what? She's off to a hell of a party.
What age?
70 something.
Wow.
Yeah. But the point
Crazy
is
man.
this. We all got together, and as sad as it is that we only get together at funerals, we still got together. So hopefully we'll do more of it. But it was we took a day that was sad, but we made it good. We went to my cousin's, music
Nice.
and the pool and some pizza
Nice.
and just slapping backs and telling stories and hugging and kissing and you
And I,
know.
and I, and I and I know that side of the family of yours, man. And I know that yeah, they're a great bunch of people to be around. Always in a laughing type mode and make you feel welcome. So yeah, I can imagine how good it was, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But something super interesting happened, and I told you about this, but I want to tell everybody listening. So we're
Hmm.
at the burial, and we're all standing around, and my uncle Louis comes up to me, and he goes, "Hey, I need to talk to you after." Oh, it could have been anything, right? I hadn't spoke to him in a little while. He comes up to me after the burial. Everyone's walking away. He goes, "Hey, I wanted to tell you something." He's like, "I watch a lot of YouTube." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You and your buddy, that podcast is pretty good." I couldn't believe it. Never in a million years did I think one of the little ticks on the view thing was my Uncle Lou sitting there. It meant the world to me, you know? So,
Well, for sure, man.
yeah.
Absolutely. It's really nice to hear that, man.
Absolutely. It's great. You never know who's watching and who's interested, you know? So, shout out to my Uncle Louie. And he said, maybe I'll come on there one day.
Yo, for sure. Anytime, Uncle Louie.
Yeah.
Anytime. We got you. We got you.
Iron worker, Navy man. He's had a bunch of careers. He's got a million
Mm-hmm.
stories. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it was cool, to just feel the love of the family and to have, see the hard work you're putting in pay off. I never thought in a million of all the people who may have mentioned it, I never thought it'd be my Uncle Lou. So definitely
Well, for
appreciate
sure.
that. Yeah,
Very, very nice. Very
yeah, man,
nice.
we're cruising, brother. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Here we are, man. We're rolling, bro. We're
Episode
rolling.
what? 14, 13, 14?
14, I believe now, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah,
We flowing. We flowing.
yeah. And we got something special coming up this week. Corey's
Yeah, we
mixtape's
do.
coming out.
Yeah, it is. Get ready, peoples.
Yeah,
This is what I be listening to. Get on
exactly.
it. Listen. You'll like it. I know you will.
You
I
want?
got a wide variety.
Hey, if you want to talk about Into the North, there's a bunch of good Canadian stuff on there. Let me tell you.
Yo, there's some good shit. Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we're gonna keep cruising with this. I'm gonna put mine out in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, go check out Corey's. All the info is gonna be in our Instagram story. It's gonna be in the YouTube video. And I'm excited. There's a bunch of cool tunes on there.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Things are looking up, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Now,
brother.
enough of the smiles. We got some serious business to handle.
We do.
Yeah,
Oof.
ladies and gentlemen, if you are familiar with what's going on with the Cleveland Browns quarterback DeShaun Watson, stick around because we're going to slam dunk all over him for the next 12 minutes or so. If you're not familiar, we're going to run down a brief timeline of what happened. And if you're... hold on to your hats because this is pretty greasy stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
first off, let's say that... Can we agree that he's a giant idiot?
Big time.
Yeah. Idiot's
Absolutely.
idiot's one of the first words I'd use.
Easily.
Yeah, he is a massive, massive, massive disappointment. So, he is accused by 24 women now
Yes.
of... I don't... I'm not trying to be glib about it and like make too many jokes in this segment, but like it is one of the weirdest cases of... It's
He
one of the
likes to
weirdest cases...
have.
Yeah, go
He
ahead.
likes to have. He likes to have handies while he
Yeah.
gets a massage. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
isn't this weird? Like, like if you hear awful things about athletes and things of this nature going down, this is weird. He hires, and this isn't alleged anymore. There is proof that this has happened. He hires massage therapists and propositions them for quote unquote the happy ending. But he seeks out tons and tons of different massage therapists to try this on.
66 so far to be exact.
66. So,
Yes.
well, hold on. 66 have come out and say they were contacted by him.
True.
So,
True,
in
yes.
March of last year, there was a lawyer named something Busby, and he said that he was launching a lawsuit against DeShaun Watson for just that, getting these massage therapists to
Yes.
take him on as a client, and then exposing himself to them and trying to get them to, give him an old-fashioned.
Yes.
And apparently he had a handful of clients. But as word got out, the number grew and grew and grew.
Oh yeah.
So between March and I think it was May of last year, 2021, it got up to 22 separate massage therapists making this claim against them. Now, the NFL launched their investigation only after they brought criminal charges forward, not the allegations of his if I use this right, malfeasance, his misbehavior, if you will. The NFL takes this stuff very seriously. Actions detrimental to the league, right?
Absolutely.
It's a $quadrillion brand. Him doing this stuff
Yes.
is bad for the league. Before anything,
Yep.
it's reprehensible that he is such a piece of shit and he behaved this way.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't want to
Like-
downplay it by using words like misbehavior. Like, this is heinous shit. But
This is like being a straight male chauvinist pig. Like,
well, yeah, like these people are professionals, So
Like-
23 came out, right? Sorry, go ahead.
no, keep
Yeah,
going.
so 23
did
came
come
out.
Yep.
Now, during this time, he was trying to get traded away from his team, the Houston Texans.
Yes, he was.
Once the before the criminal charges were even cleared, they weren't able to find any actual criminal wrongdoing in this process, in the
Yes.
entire investigation, which I don't really understand. And maybe it's the state law of Texas and not like the federal law of this. I don't understand. I'm not going to pretend to understand and have our listeners think that I'm an expert on this, because I am not. I'm just someone who's been
Absolutely.
following the case closely.
Yes.
Well, close enough. Anyways,
yeah, exactly,
so
yeah.
during this, he ends up getting traded from Houston to the Cleveland Browns and gets a, was it 7-year, $350 million contract?
350. Yeah. Yes. 7 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now it's coming out that there's more allegations and a bunch more women are coming forward, 66 in total, that have been contacted by him in the Houston area in the last 17 months for massages. Now,
And-
I get massages from one lady,
Yes.
right?
Same.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
Maybe a second person if I needed a massage and she wasn't available, or like I went to the spa or something. But there's only one lady in my life that massages me.
Yes. Same.
Why in the world would a professional football player that has professional masseuses on staff need to contact 66 separate female people in this profession in the Houston area?
What gets me, Grant, okay, is how does the organization he's playing for let this happen?
So
You know
the
what I
Houston
mean?
Texans have been added in the lawsuit because
They
they encouraged. I
support
don't know about encouraged, but they allowed it to happen. They provided him.
they
Sorry, go ahead.
yes. Sorry, no, they provide him with the masseuses, right? To get him the massages. And they were knowing that he had these massage appointments. How far they know about what went on in that room is I have no idea, but they're the ones who set up the actual
Well,
massages.
as reported today by Joy Taylor on the Colin Cowherd show, she
Oh,
reported today that the Houston Texans, I believe it was in a New York Times article where this information
okay,
came from, the
okay.
Houston Texans provided DeShaun Watson with non-disclosure agreements, like the blank
Oh,
sheets that he could bring with him.
yes,
Why on
yes.
earth would, like, maybe if he has an injury that you're trying to hide from the league, maybe you make a masseuse sign a
I
non-disclosure
get,
agreement. But why would
I
he
get
need a
that
stack of that to bring around to his freaking sick hunt?
because he likes handies. That's why.
Okay,
Well, he's getting massaged.
okay. For the sake of argument, sure. Okay. Say he propositioned them and they said no.
It's not even proposition. Like there was like allegations of like he literally just whipped his penis out and started playing with himself or touched the masseuse with his penis.
Well,
Like this man is doing prison time. He has to.
well,
He has to
I
do
don't know
prison
about
time.
prison time, but like if he's in a situation where he wants to approach this person, first of all, you have to know that the patient masseuse dynamic, this is the greasiest thing you could pull off anyways. You know what I mean? Like even making a joke about Corey, you frozen?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. So anyways, even making a joke about that to a masseuse is so, the borderline is not even it. It's across the line, right? And then he goes and
It's not.
pushes and
Yeah,
forces the issue.
absolutely.
Like that's fucking greasy, and then do it. It's pathological at that point. It's like it's sick.
This guy will never see the field of an NFL football field ever again. He is done.
Oh,
His career is
absolutely.
over.
So yeah.
Absolutely done.
So this isn't some weird.
The way this is handled these days and how serious people take this, he's done.
Well,
He's done.
absolutely. Yeah, the whole everyone should take it very seriously. Here's the thing. So it's very obvious that he is a greasy bastard, and that's whatever it is. Something should have came out sooner. I don't imagine they find out that these masseuses contacted the organization or whatever about this, and then they covered it up.
Right?
Yeah, this isn't just
For real though.
this
I hear
isn't
you.
just like a case of one guy doing something inappropriate in one scenario. This is across the city with literally dozens of people.
Well, check this out. Check this out. Well, yeah. So check this out. Like, if this was the behavior in the NFL, what do you think it was like in college for him?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. And it's
Like, I do believe that in college, I bet you there was a lot of college ball. There's women that he was doing that to too. I'm serious. Like this man.
I don't want to speculate. I don't want to speculate because you know what I mean. This is whatever he may have left of a decent reputation. Maybe he wasn't doing stuff like this in college. However, all the pieces around it would speak differently. Everything around it would say that
Yeah,
he's probably been up
like
to no good for quite some
yeah, I
time.
mean his behavior is very, very inappropriate, my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah,
Like what he, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, not okay by a long
But
shot.
I do believe also, I do believe also the football organization that he was originally playing with. I feel like they did know that this was going down, and there was a cover up for sure. I'm sure of it, man.
So this is the
But
problem. This,
but
oh, sorry. Finish your thought.
because money talks, well, because money talks, there will be no consequences of
Well,
that or from that organization. They'll just keep doing what they do.
so here's my biggest concern with that. now that we've established that there's no wiggle room, there's no way out. Like we even discussed this, like, well, maybe there's no wiggle room on this. He's as bad and as guilty as possible. Maybe no criminal charges, but he deserves to get sued out the eyes for this. So yeah, he's repugnant. And like it blows me away too. Like you're a professional football player.
You're supposed to be a role model, man.
No. Fuck that. You could go into any bar in the city and find somebody who wants to spend some time with you. Why do you have
I
to
get
be a
that, but
terror?
still.
Why do you have to terrorize these poor professionals?
I do believe it's just a power move, man. You know what I mean? He believes because who he is what gives him that advantage to make those calls. You know what I mean? Which is still not right, obviously. And I mean, this guy definitely deserves to do the time for the crime he did. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
At this
come on.
point, it's unlikely if he'll see jail time. However, we're gonna play a quick game. You are Commissioner Corey Chan.
Yes.
How do you proceed?
Of the NFL.
Of the NFL. You have all this information in front of you, all the alleged facts, all of the actual facts, all of the accusations. He didn't play any games last year because he was sitting out because he was trying to force a trade. /
Yes.
had all of this hanging over his head.
Yes.
Excuse me. So now that we know that there's no criminal charges, but they are moving forward, you're the NFL now. Your job is to protect the shield and protect the dignity of the league. I know there's a lot of dirty stuff in the NFL, but what does Commissioner Corey Chan, how do you handle this?
You got to give the man his day in court, like you really do. You got to make sure that uh the allegations that are against him come back as guilty. You know what I mean? You can't you can't just
here's the thing
not
now though. Here's the
what's
thing:
that?
there's no criminal charges anymore, or
I
the cases that
as
were
of
presented weren't enough to file criminal charges in the state of Texas.
as of right now, yes, but I do believe there's gonna be some college stuff that pops up sooner than later. You wait.
That's another
You
thing.
wait.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying like so. Let's just say all the investigating is done.
Okay.
He's as not guilty in the court of law, but definitely guilty in the court of public opinion and in the public perception of your league and its players and how you treat them.
I mean, like,
Is he suspended from now on until further notice?
I feel like he needs to be suspended until everything gets sorted out. Yes, I would not let him touch the football field due to the fact that it is a business and that is not what you support or want to bring to this game, right? Like you're not gonna promote this shit. Like as of right now, he should not be able to touch a field until everything gets sorted out.
See,
Go from there.
I think so too. I think minimum he's suspended for the season.
Oh, at least.
Unless some gift drops out of the sky that clears him from
This
all
is it, yes.
24 accusations and the potential 66 other accusations that are just sitting there waiting to happen. Because they're just people who haven't come forward. Like I always say,
for sure.
if there's 0 cases of something, there's either 0 or 1 or 2 really well-hidden ones. If there's 1 case of something, it's likely to be 3. If there's 3, there's 10. If there's 10, there's 100.
So
You know
so
what I
this is my
mean?
question.
Like this stuff
Yeah,
is
I do.
exponential.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, bro. So this is my question to you. Like, do you think the Houston Texans get slapped on the wrist, or do you actually think they get a severe punishment?
I hope they get punished. I mean, well, here's the thing. If they had a guy on their team and they just didn't really pay attention to his behavior and the comings and goings, that's one thing. They provided him with NDAs. They provided him with access to all these people. I guarantee the good old boys in Houston, Texas found a way to make it a little easier for DeShaun Watson to breathe while this stuff was going on.
I'm with you on that, brother. For sure,
Cal
100%.
McNair is the billionaire owner of the Texans, and I don't know him very well, but I could guess that he would be willing to use his influence to help his quarterback stay out of hot water.
I
That
would
is an
assume so too,
assumption.
man.
Please don't sue me. He's a billionaire. Please don't shut down the Into the North podcast. This is just an assumption we're making.
I don't know, man. Like Watson, this is a man who's got a bright future if if he would just keep his nose clean. And with what's going on right now, it's just like, man, you just completely ruined your career. Like
Yeah, it's not about keeping your nose clean.
100%.
This is about terrorizing 66 women or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
you have literally like thrown yourself at women without consent.
Because he's a
There's gonna
generational
be
talent. This guy's so good.
ah,
And he went and blew it for what?
you know what,
For what?
man?
For a weird. I don't understand it. It's not something my brain would ever calculate to do.
Exactly.
I would never
I'm with
ever put
you
myself in that
on that.
situation.
He's just obviously got an addiction to getting handies, man, while he's getting massaged. Like
But
legit.
but how many
Like
how many went through though? Like, did any of these girls actually do it? Regardless, it doesn't matter if they did it or not. It matters what his intent was. It doesn't matter what the outcomes
yes,
were.
exactly. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. He threw it out there, and yeah, like it's like, come on, man. You can't be doing that. You're a professional here. Like,
You
come on, man.
Consent matters. You
Absolutely,
know,
it does, dude.
if you're
For
bold,
sure.
if you're bold enough, and in no way am I encouraging this or suggesting this, but if you're bold enough to present your naked penis to somebody, and they say no, that's it.
Right,
You should
right.
also think long and hard, no pun intended, about doing such a fucking ridiculous thing, especially in a
It's crazy,
professional
man.
environment.
It's
Imagine if
crazy.
someone pulled out their penis and showed it to freaking DeShaun Watson while he's on the football field. Right?
Done,
It's ridiculous.
done.
It's
Yep,
reprehensible. Anyway, so
absolutely.
the Houston Texans, if they are complicit in this, which is it's looking more and more that they are.
Yes, like they knew definitely what was going on.
I mean, the Patriots got caught filming practices and lost one draft pick or two
Yes.
draft picks. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? What do you get for
Mm-hmm.
harboring a serial sex offender for not to use a loaded word, but like what do you call it? What do you call his behavior? How can you classify him in regards to what he was doing? That's somebody who
Acceptable,
continuously
to
offended
be honest.
people sexually.
Unacceptable for sure. Like, first off, that was not right, and will never be right. Um, I do believe that if the Houston Texans knew what was going on, they do deserve to lose their first round draft pick for the next few years. That's just my opinion. I just feel like I, I have a strong belief that they did know what was going on. You know what I mean? I really do.
See, since this is a billion-dollar industry, I got a better idea. Make them
Mm.
play every single home game they have this year behind closed doors.
Ooh,
No tickets, no concession, no jersey sale.
ooh,
All you get is a piece of the TV deal, and that's it.
damn,
And
damn.
I think you could sell stuff on NFL.com or whatever. But if you make them play behind closed doors, that is a 70,000 person stadium. People aren't buying tickets. They're not
I
buying
know,
pretzels. They're
man.
not buying beer.
I know, man, and that's huge profit right there that the team's
Yeah.
gonna lose. I hear you, bro.
Because now they traded him away, so they got a bunch of stuff from the
They
from the
did.
Browns, right? Do
They
you
did.
do
They
you
did.
revert those draft picks back to the Browns? You
I
get nothing for Deshaun Watson, plus you get sanctioned because one guy's behavior is one thing,
that's
but if the entire organization was behind this and helped it happen,
right.
that's a completely other
Right.
subject.
Absolutely, man. Like, it's crazy though because we know that shit like this has happened in the past with other players where certain charges or allegations have been laid and they've never been proven guilty, but yet still, you know what I mean? Their careers were survived, and I feel like a lot of them have gotten off easy. Like, but I feel like this needs to be made an example of. Like,
Yeah.
this is where the line is drawn. This has like there's got to be an example made of this man for what he has done. Like, I mean, again, there's no guilty yet, right?
There's not going to
But
be a guilty.
I'm pretty sure it's
He's likely going to be found. If he gets found guilty of anything, it's going to be in the civil suits, and it's going to cost him. But I do not
that.
think
Yeah,
currently there's any existing criminal charges for him to go and do jail time for.
unreal,
Yeah,
unreal.
and the state of Texas, I don't even know how that works. Like you might still get the chair or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it seems like I feel like he's gonna get off a lot easier than he should.
I mean, never playing again is a start.
I get that. You know, that's definitely a big
Yeah.
start, and I don't think he'll
Yeah.
ever play pro ball anywhere,
I don't think
ever
so. I
in
think
any
it's done.
league.
I think it's done for DeShaun Watson. Also,
Oh, he's done.
yeah,
No one wants that. No one wants that publicity, man, on their team. No one wants that.
hmm
You know what I mean?
hmm hmm
Like this guy. If this guy gets off for what he did, okay, and there's no consequences for what he did, then what do you say about a quarterback who knelt during a national anthem to
well,
stand up for a right in what he believed in?
that's the other side. He
You know what I'm
protested
saying?
something that shouldn't even be something you have to protest. No
I
one,
know,
no one,
man.
no one, no one should be treated differently for any reason other than their own personal behavior, especially not by law enforcement.
Exactly, brother.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And he's
Yep.
like, "Yo, this has to stop. I'm not with it." And he took a stand, and he
Yep.
has been treated. We're not going to get into the discussion about Colin Kaepernick because that's a 40-minute podcast on its own.
That's a whole other subject.
But
Sorry to
Colin
bring that up,
Kaepernick
but
saw
like,
something fundamentally wrong with what was going on and
hmm
protested it, and
hmm
he ate so much shit. DeShaun Watson gets to get his $350 million contract and go back to work. No, thank you.
not fair. Not fair. Not fair.
No, thank you.
Not
I
fair.
mean, for
Not fair.
oh God's fair.
And,
It's about
and,
what's
and,
right.
no, no, but I mean, it's not fair that Kaepernick had that happen to him compared to,
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's a whole other thing. Well, he might get a job, so
Um,
we'll see.
well, like I mean, there's been many rules from the NFL where they've suspended players for many different reasons, and some of those reasons are stupid as fuck. Like, not that it really matters at this point, but like for an example, Flash Jordan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Josh Gordon.
Or Josh Gordon, sorry, that man, marijuana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy should be a Hall of Famer, and he will not be because of what the NFL rules were.
Yep. At the time,
So, yeah,
you know.
exactly. So,
So I mean, if Ray Rice got suspended forever,
yeah,
so
man.
let's see what happens with Deshaun Watson. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely
yeah,
see what happens. I mean,
boy,
I do
yeah,
believe the man is in the wrong though. Like
yeah,
100%. I do believe.
yeah. To all the gentlemen out there, be better. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Be better.
Hey, come on now.
If
We're
you're if you're wondering, you know where the line for shithead is, Deshaun Watson is so far across it. Like that is not a barometer. Like he is so
yeah.
wrong. So like all of us, man. You know, use your heads. Be better. Don't do heinous shit.
Step it up. Don't be a
Yeah,
fool.
don't be a
Come on now.
dummy. Consent
Come on now.
matters.
Come
You
on
know.
now.
So shame on Deshaun Watson. Shame on the Houston Texans, and kind of shame on the Cleveland Browns. Because why are you
Yeah,
going to
for
reward him? Oh, we don't know what's happening yet. No criminal charges. Whatever, we'll take him. No,
ridiculous.
set a better
Ridiculous.
example. You know, I was talking with a friend about this. Shit, you know, talking about how there's a lot of, shitty things in the world that men have done. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, but if we want a better society of, a better male representation, we got to raise better men. It's
Absolutely.
our responsibility. You know, I have a son, just
Yep.
you gotta have nephews or little cousins or all kinds of shit.
hmm
You know,
hmm
if you want a generation of better men, we got to start raising them.
It's the truth,
You
man.
know what I
It's
mean?
just today's world's a different place,
You know,
brother.
respect for
That's
people
that.
matter. And Cleveland saying that it's okay to bring this guy on, is winning worth that? Is winning worth sending the wrong example?
Ah, bad, bad,
Tell the
bad
young,
choice on
tell
Cleveland.
three generations of young men on the way up. Hey, by the way, being a star, you're still held responsible for your bullshit.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Just
mean?
because you're a somebody doesn't mean you don't get in trouble for your
Yeah.
actions.
So
Yeah,
let's see how that plays out. The
absolutely.
NFL. Hopefully, the NFL does the right thing, and yeah, hopefully, these women feel better at some point about what went down. I'm in no position to judge what trauma was caused and how they feel or deal with it. And
Exactly. Yeah.
maybe down the line, Deshaun Watson realizes his wrongs and hopefully repents and finds a way to make it right. But in the meantime, he's never going to play football again, and it's going to get expensive because he's getting his cleats sued right off him.
He will be. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Any other
Yeah.
thoughts on it, Corey?
Best of luck to that dumbass who did that because yeah, I don't feel like he's gonna have much of a life left. It's gonna be spent very lonely.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think, man. So yeah, Two fingers to that guy. He's a
Yeah.
piece of shit, and I hope he gets what's coming to him.
And even his lawyer tried to say, "Oh, what he did was not illegal." It seems pretty fucking illegal to me.
Absolutely, man. The
Yeah.
moment you whip out your shit without letting somebody know, yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, that's another just subject, something to touch on or not
Unreal.
touch on. Okay,
Unreal.
now I'm trying not to be too juvenile about this, but like there's only so many dick jokes you can hear without having a giggle. But this is a serious topic, and we're not dumbasses, so
No,
yes,
definitely not.
take our words seriously.
Yeah, so Into North definitely does not agree with.
Yeah, we
With
do
what
not
he did.
condone any behavior like this. You
No,
know, what Into the
not
North
at
does condone Corey Chan having badass guests on.
For real. Absolutely, we do.
So we
Yes.
had a hell of a guest last week. If nobody saw it, my boy from over here in Gunawaga, WillE Scandals, was on. He had about 1,000 stories. That could have been a 4-hour episode.
Unbelievable, man. Like one of the most entertaining guests we've had so far. Like this man has got, he's done a lot in his life. Like it's phenomenal what this man has done and who he's met and all that stuff. Like he's very, very interesting character. So if you guys get a chance, please just dip in, check it out. The show is great.
Forget get a chance.
good.
Make it a point to go back and see it because trust me, it's
Absolutely.
great. And he's gonna be back.
He will be for sure.
Yeah, we
For
could have.
sure.
Honestly, we didn't even have to talk. We could have just been like, "WillE, tell us some stories," and just sat there for an hour.
Like he's got so much interesting stuff to hear. You know what I mean? So I mean, it was truly a blessing to have him on the show. He's done more things than most people his age have done. He's been to many different places. He's met many different people. Like this man, great dude, great dude. Check him out. Check him out.
And a true ambassador for hip hop, and that's
Oh, for
that,
real.
that counts for big
Absolutely.
points in my book.
One of the biggest hip hop heads I've ever met in my life. For real.
He cares
This man
about it.
truly loves the hip hop game. Loves it to the fullest.
Go check that out. It's on the channel. It was a hell of an episode, and we got a great one coming up this week. Team Gsale
do. Yeah,
coming to
boy.
you live from Manitoba.
My homie Matt Bincharsky. This is gonna be a good one, boys and gals.
He is
Tune in, trust me.
he is a garage sailor, thrift store, and has quite a significant, if not one of the best video game collections I have ever been in the proximity of.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it, so we're gonna be recording that later this week, and it's gonna be coming out next week. We're very excited
yeah.
for it, and
Yes.
yeah, once again, we want to thank everybody for your support.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Thank you for tuning in and enjoying our content and what we say. And like, share, subscribe, please. Like, let's get this going.
Everything. The view counts are going up, the subscriber counts going up, and it's because of you guys. And we want to try to provide interesting stuff and stuff you want to hear. So yeah, again, thank
Comment.
you.
Comment. Let us know what you want to
Hit us
hear.
up. Hit us up on IG.
We're willing to take in any ideas of what you guys want to hear. We're down.
Exactly.
Let us know.
Yeah, man. We're your podcast jukebox.
Yeah.
Yeah, our buddy Bobby Stagluski from Cincinnati hit us up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he says he watches the show. He goes, he gives him a taste of back home.
Right on. That's good. Shout out to Bobby, yo.
Yeah,
Miss you, bro.
shout out to Bobby Snags, and yeah, shout out to everybody. So yeah, we got a couple of great episodes coming up. We got something.
Yes,
we got something fun planned for Father's Day. We won't tell you just yet, but we're gonna get to something.
Dropping my mixtape type thing.
Yep.
My playlist.
Corey's mixtape is gonna be coming out. Corey's picks or Corey's list. I don't know what he titled it, but you can find that in the YouTube description for this video. Or we're gonna post it on our Instagram story, on our Instagram feed, our Facebook stories. You post it on your Facebook, and then I'll post it on my fucking Facebook.
And let's get her done. Let's go.
Yeah, and if you want to send us a mixtape or any of your playlists, hit us up. We got a couple of really fun things coming up, and it's gonna be a long summer. Keep your eyes out on the IG. Keep your eyes on the channel. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Episode 14.
Thank you so much. Blessings. Thank you to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah. So everybody out there, for Corey Chan out in Winnipeg, I'm Don the Jeweler. Stay safe. Take care of each other. Say goodnight to the bad guys.